Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Teen Wolf. This is episode 18 of season 6. Hopefully guys are enjoying the series so far. We are so close to the end and we are running our most liked and disliked characters of this season, as well as our favourite character from season 1 to season 6. 3 votes are allowed. Links in the description. Please make sure you get that voted in so that your results and mine can be shown in the final episodes, because we're so close getting to that big 100 finale and it's going to be exciting. So thank you for everybody in advance who's done that already. I was going to take the time to do it. You guys are amazing. Last episode we started amazingly because we had the return of Jackson and Ethan, and who would have thought that these two are a couple, mate? They're together. They was in London and he was being attacked by obviously Gerard's followers. He's sent word out. He knows obviously that there's nematons all around the world and he's increasing his army, and they're going after people outside of Beacon Hills now. Do you know what I mean? He's expanding. They've obviously attacked Ethan. They've attacked Jackson. Jackson was late to the anniversary dinner, and you know, they managed obviously to come up trumps and overpower the people that was attacking him, and finding out it was Gerard, and they headed back to Beacon Hills to find Scott, which we'll get into later on in the episode. But again, very interesting, amazing that we got to see them again. Jackson is just great, and I actually really like him, so I can't wait obviously to see how the rest of his story goes for the final couple of episodes. Now, interestingly, we had Aaron, you know, he is the guy that's going around putting spiders in all of the bodies, and we found out that his intention is to go and consume another supernatural, well, find his other half, basically. So we've seen it, haven't we? We've seen the wolves at the start, all of them was dead in the woods, the spiders was coming out. He's put some, you know, spiders inside a couple of people, and it's not actually worked. Their bodies have died as well, and we found more and more and more. You know, Scott, he went to find another pack. He was trying to recruit his army, wasn't he? He's trying to man up himself. He's trying to get some help to fight Gerard and Munro, and he tried to extend to another werewolf pack, and as he went there, all of them are dead. All of them look like they've suffered the same fate, and that is being infected, digested, I don't even know what you'd call it, with the spiders, consumed, all of them dead, mate. It's crazy. Now, interestingly, this Gabe, who did attack Scott's house, who obviously was the architect of the damage that caused to, you know, his mum and Chris and Mason and everybody to get put in hospital, he's actually saying to Scott, look, mate, you know, like, these bodies are stacking up. I've got a couple of them in the freezer here. You know, I don't really know what to do. I don't want Munro finding them, so to speak. And he's kind of getting scared as well. And he's kind of gone to Scott, which is really interesting. Scott's extended, you know, an arm out. He's tried to get Deucalion on his side. He said that he needs all the firepower that he can get. Deucalion's like, look, mate, you know, I have stacked up bodies in the past, but I've stepped back, mate. I no longer want to be involved in violence. Malia, she started obviously trying to fight with him, and he was just ducking out the way, mate. Literally, he managed to like outsmart her, beat her, so to speak, without any violence at all, just showing that he was strong enough to obviously move out the way. And he said to Scott, look, mate, you know, a bit of advice for you. You need to kind of lower your standards. You need to obviously just get whoever can be on your side. For example, Gerard, he doesn't care who's got a weapon. All Beacon Hills has. The more people he has on his side, the more chance he's going to win. So that obviously left Scott searching again. He's gone to Peter. You know, who would have thought that he would have gone to him? Peter's obviously saying, no, mate, I'm not helping. I can't be doing with that, mate. I don't want to die. But obviously, he was saying that he's got this vintage car, he's loving his life. You know, he's got a shell bed. There's only 100 made of him in the world. He's got 2. He's loving it. Later on in the episode, one's been blown up, mate. The other one's been blown up. The guy's like, I'm in. You know, they've wrecked my car. I'm going after them. So now Peter's on their side. So again, really interesting. Jackson and Ethan ended up back in Beacon Hills, like I said, in search for Scott. Now, the really interesting thing is he walked into the school face to face with Munro. They don't know who she is. She don't know who they are. He said, do you know where Scott McCall is? She's like, what's your name again? He's like, oh, my name's Jackson. Oh, is it? Boom, mate. Tied to the fence, water on him, getting electrocuted. And that is how the episode ended. So, big thumbs up for me. Didn't expect last episode, loved it though, and I can't wait for today. So thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump in to episode 18 of season 6 of Teen Wolf. Who is this?
Remember, it's my pack too.
It's the one with no face. You think that's the woman on the phone?
That means whoever this woman is, she could be the other half of the Anuk-Ite.
If we know about one half, let's just go for that one. That's Aaron. Is everyone completely shocked that I might be right? I just don't like it.
No.
Maybe we're all right. Maybe we should be looking for both. Find Aaron. We're now trying to figure out whose voice is on the phone. Stop the Anuk-Ite. Stop the war.
I don't think we should be hanging out here waiting for him to spring back to life.
We don't have to wait if we can figure out how he was able to reach me.
Oh. Well, maybe he could just take the bullet out, innit? Maybe the bullet being inside of him is what's affecting him and keeping him in like stable state condition, so to speak. If they did take it out, which I'm surprised they actually haven't, you know, usually they do that, don't they? If they take it out, maybe then he'd be able to come back alive, because he's definitely still got a bit of glare, a bit of, you know, fire burning inside of him.
You'd never be able to find Aaron on your own. You're not smart enough.
Okay, so you're the smart one. Why are we down here? Shouldn't we be looking around the school?
Aaron hasn't been in class in days. The last sighting of the faceless was in the tunnels. You feel it, right?
I don't think he's ever felt
He
it.
doesn't want us here. I feel it too.
I don't know. Am I being daft to think that he's not getting impacted by it?
We need to follow our fear. Hey, it was your idea.
The last time we seen it was in the police station, though, wasn't it?
We might only get one shot at this. What are you gonna tell her?
I'm gonna try to get her to meet us somewhere.
What's up? That's what you should say.
I don't know why you can't seem to call me back.
Is that teacher that let Scott get beaten up?
Liam.
Liam? Liam?
I think I know who it is.
Is it that woman, mate, that come in and she didn't even disrupt Scott getting absolutely beaten? Not Scott, Liam, mate. He was getting beaten up, wasn't he, by Nolan and Gabe, and she just stood there. She looked at him and she's like, nah, mate, I'm not doing that. I said, next time Liam comes, he needs to give her a left hook. Maybe this is the chance, mate. If she's in, you know, she's working with them, go straight for her.
It's not working.
Maybe you should touch him.
Oh, that's ridiculous. There's no way.
Anything?
Nothing.
How did it work last time?
Last time I was unconscious.
She's not going to punch her, she.
Okay, we can work with that.
It was her on the phone.
Well, that still doesn't prove that she's the Anuk-Ite or even that she's one of us.
It was still her.
Just get close. Find out and get out.
Come back.
Do you know what, right? The best time that they was exposing the supernatural was Jackson. When he was stood in the corner and he was like, yeah, Scott, I know you can hear me. Maybe I'll go after Alison. You know, I'll take her out. You'd be jealous. And, like, Scott's at the table, stressing like that, and he can't, like, expose himself. And he's just all the way over there, isn't there? Like, knowing that he can hear him. That would be the best way. Like, if she could hear and Liam could just start muttering under his breath, saying stuff that would get on her nerves. Do you know what I mean? It'd be good to see a reaction.
Okay, phones away, everyone, and settle down. I didn't think we'd be seeing you again.
Can't let my GPA go down since I got beat up in class.
Oh.
You're hearing.
That
Where did Rebecca go?
Anything?
was sick.
No. Liam?
Oh.
Did Gabe get a text out?
I don't know.
They're not going to gun him down in the middle of the school, clearly. Surely not. Oh.
Liam, that's not even remotely close.
She's going to rub it now. The whole Spain. No impact on her at all. Just the dust off the board.
I think I'd be used to that after 20 years. That's it for today.
Oh.
Class dismissed.
Liam, stay behind, please.
Not you, Liam.
This is what we're gonna do. You're going to press against my chest hard. It'll drop my blood pressure and render me unconscious.
Yo, that's intense, that, innit? That was a decent visual, that. You had that silver coming down the left, didn't you? And then obviously you had that, like, the heat off the right. So you had the mercury and, like, the hellhound fire. Looked pretty good. Always finds its way to Icon House, doesn't it? Literally, always in that corridor. Stuff always goes down.
I know what you're trying to do.
You do?
And you want to get back at me. Because I stood by and I did nothing.
I know what you are.
Liam.
You're a werewolf.
Oh, what?
Person who turns into a wolf on a full moon?
Right, and I can probably only be killed by a silver bullet.
No, that's not totally true. You said it on the phone.
You really need to go. Now, you need to leave this classroom right now.
Hey, it's me again. I don't know why you can't seem to call me back.
Interesting.
statement?
How, mate? That was well interesting.
You said you were in a pack. That was you on the phone. That's what you said.
I don't go digging into your personal life outside of these walls. You shouldn't be digging into mine.
Miss Finch, I'm sorry. Your family, they were attacked.
They're in the woods. They're hiding out. They're scared.
We found that phone on the body. It was stripped down to the muscle. There was no DNA. Pack tattoo was still there.
Not my daughter.
Are we saying the daughter's the one that got attacked by the police officer?
There's a way to find out.
Oh, that's a way to find out, mate. Interesting. There's still that girl. I actually don't know her name. She's not really been in it much. She started the episode decent, didn't she? She had a fight with those guys. The police officer called. I thought the officer killed her. She somehow survived. She ended up at Scott's house, didn't she? Then she ended up in the station on that episode when Monroe come outside and she was like, hand them over. But she wasn't one of the ones that they wanted handed over, was it? It was one of the ones that Nolan knew. Them two, she was still there. And in the previously on Teen Wolf, at the start of this episode, she was just in one of those clips. Now, I don't know what her name was, but maybe she actually isn't dead. Her daughter, you know, the teacher's daughter's not dead, and that she is the girl that somehow survived. Who knows, mate? Literally, it's just up in the air right now. It's a guessing game, but it's interesting.
One complete.
Now, how do we turn this thing on?
You read the manual.
Yeah, good luck with that one, mate.
See the image artifacting? That means the bullet's ferromagnetic, probably steel. We'll increase the magnet's power and the machine will pull the bullet right out. We can't do this. See those fragments around it? That's silver. We pull that bullet out and it'll heat up. When he does, that silver is going to melt in silver poisoning. And we have no way of getting it out.
Just call her and tell her not to go anywhere near the school. Tell her that there's someone or something hunting for someone like her. That's her name? That's your daughter's name.
Quinn.
See what I mean? I did pick up on the girl's name that come to his house.
Our last shot at figuring out how to beat the Anuk-Ite might be lying on that table, so we need to make a decision right now. He built Icon. He froze himself for 100 years so that he could be ready to fight the Anuk-Ite. First thing he does when he's unfrozen is start hunting them. If that's the only thing he's ever cared about, then he'd want us to do this.
Can he not just extract it and turn it off and pull him out rapid?
No one's forcing you to stay here. Yeah, and leave you and our army in charge of my survival? Maybe I want to be in the pack.
Yeah, right. A pack is about trust. It doesn't matter who forgets. I won't. I saw Scott's mom. I saw what you did.
Alright, it's having an impact on him. They must be getting closer. Saved him, mate. He saved him. Look how cloudy and dark it's gone outside.
What are you planning on doing? You're not going to try to hurt her, are you? That's my daughter.
We can do what we have to do.
Oh.
His heartbeat, too fast and erratic. The Anuk-Ite is destroying our city. That's what's happening, and we need you to tell us how to kill it.
Ah.
What did she do to me?
That's why they was scared in the station.
I'm looking for someone.
Oh.
Someone like me.
Yes. Wow. That was decent. So you reckon that she was consumed by that completely? That's why it was happening in the sheriff's station? That's why Malia could see it? Do you know what I mean? They said the last time they seen it was in the tunnels. And I said, well, the last time we seen it was when, obviously, Malia was getting impacted when Monroe was outside asking for them two people to be handed over. But again, mate, really, really interesting. So, like, yes, it's in her, I was going to say sister, in her daughter right now, but can it come out and can she return to her natural self? So Aaron, can he become back to a normal student? And Gwen, can she become back to a normal student? Oh, is that it, mate? They're donezo, done and dusted, dead. You know what I mean? Consumed forever.
You killed all of them.
Tell me who it is.
Oh, one pain is one pain. Take some of the pain.
You can't take pain if you don't care.
He's not in the full mold now. Oh, blood all over though.
What if she finds Aaron first? How am I supposed to fight both of them?
It's okay to be afraid. Just don't let it stop you. Wait, Theo, don't fight him. It's what he wants. Hold on, Mrs. Finch. We're gonna get help. You need to hold on a little bit longer, okay? You need to shift. Revive me so I can die.
So you can help us. Tell us how to stop it.
Don't let it find its other half.
How do we know it hasn't found it already?
You wouldn't be alive to tell me. You can't let the two halves merge.
I am so sorry. I'm sorry.
If the two become one, do not look.
Don't look at it.
It will kill you.
He was dead 5 minutes ago anyway, innit? So at least he got some valuable info out of him before he died. Don't look at it. Joe Sleeve's gonna get knocked out. Did he merge or what?
I forced her to run to them. I forced her to hide who she was.
To do it right now. Shift.
Why is she so reluctant?
Your daughter's gone.
Oh, she's an alpha. Boom, mate. Look at that. One shot. Whoa. Oh. She's got to be dead now, surely. He's taking it all. He's got both sets now. Oh. Can't look at it, can he, Lydia? Lydia saving his ass there, mate.
What are you doing? When they emerge, we have to stop them.
You can't look at it.
Whoa, he turned to stone.
How do we fight something we can't look at?
I have no idea.
Can look at it from behind.
Better eyes. Thank you. Kind of a mess.
There's too much blood. You should just get in the shower. You've seen me naked.
In it. Bare times. Not even bothered, Amalia, look. No, guys just turning everyone to stone. Yo, he's on a mission to find someone, though, innit? A morgue. Oh.
Forgive me for not looking you in the eye. I know what you want. I will weaken him for you, and that will give you all the fear you need to drive every last one of their kind from Beacon Hills. The legend is that you need silver to kill a werewolf. The truth, you need an urchin.
Well, I suppose that it's true in the context of what they've just done with the Hellhound, yeah? Because they shot him with the bullet and it went inside, and because it had some sort of silver, when obviously the MRI scanner up and extracted the bullet, a bit of the extract stayed inside of him, it melted, and obviously that contaminated kind of like his system and obviously killed him, so to speak. That's what I took from what happened to him anyway. And obviously if he's relaying it and sort of kind of using that as what he's saying, it makes sense. Now that guy's well overpowered, isn't it, mate? He looks really good though, you know, full on body, ripped skin, nothing there, and you know, glowing purple eyes. Now the teacher's kid's definitely dead now. Quinn's got to be, you know. Aaron killed her, snapped her neck. Obviously they was kissing, kind of cross-contaminated, both of the bodies joined together, and then obviously he's pretty much took her out, took the whole consumption of her and transitioned into this absolute monster, which he looks pretty sick there. Now Malia she don't mess about, does she, mate? Literally, she's like, what? You see me naked loads of times. And that is so true. How many times have we seen her in the coyote form? She just turns up in the street, like, naked, or in the school. I'm always like, where do her clothes go? Like, literally, like, where do her clothes go when she transitions into that? So she just not even bothered, but she was holding the bullet then, or in Scott's room. I thought somebody was going to nab it or something. It's going to go missing. But it was interesting because, like you say, if you look at this one here, we haven't seen Nolan or Monroe, but obviously we've seen Gerard right at the very end, and he's obviously wants to make a plan with this. I don't even know what you call it. What is it? Just has it got a name, or is it just a fake? Oh yeah, it has got a name. I always get it wrong, get it? It's a Nagitane. Is that what it is? It's not the Nagitane, it's the Nagitane. This obviously wants to go around and terrorize everybody. He's obviously scared. Said that he couldn't actually take down Scott if they was going to go in a hand-on-hand combat. He's not strong enough because Scott's like resourceful. Obviously, he's an alpha. But yeah, Quinn's mum is an alpha. Her eyes was red. She's been reluctant to obviously transition and trigger herself. Like she was, you know, she was dying there, and Scott was like, "Mate, you need to heal," and obviously she did. eventually and her eyes was red. So it's interesting, but we've seen nothing of Jackson, nothing of Ethan. And obviously, like I said, Monroe last episode was last seen torturing them kind of on the fence. So there's still loads to go. Like, honestly, I always keep going back to it, but it's true. We're on episode 19 now next, and we still had no information of Styles and the Derek storyline that was kind of implemented in episode 11, I believe it was. Do you know what I mean? It was just mentioned and then gone, done. Like, we've not even seen Styles or Derek at all. And like I said, we're in the second to last next. So it's going to be interesting how they even tie that in. I don't mind if they're not in it, but like, I was excited for it. And it didn't need to be in episode 11 if they're not going to use it. So again, there's still loads of story that needs to be addressed, which I can't wait for. Okay, so that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. As mentioned in the start of the episode, we are running our most liked and disliked characters of this season, as well as our most liked character from season 1 to season 6. 3 votes are allowed. Pick your favourites. Your results and mine will be shown in the final episode. So, interesting end. Obviously, now we have the Nagitane. It is fully, well, I was going to say fully the Beast, but the Beast was Mason. But it is fully the Beast in the flesh going around, and you know, if it looks at people, turns them to stone, and don't look it in the eyes. Lydia saved she saved Liam, didn't she, mate? He was in the library, he was going to fight it, he was going to run straight at it, she pulled him, you know, saved his ass. But we've not seen Deucalion, we've not seen obviously Peter after last episode, but Deucalion definitely is the way forward to go with this. You know, he said that he doesn't want to like engage in stat bodies anymore, but we know that the whole time he has been, well, since obviously he's been introduced to the show, he's been blind, and he's been a leader, and he's been strong, and he's been able to obviously fight people like Scott and other alphas and other packs with no vision. So if they're going to have to fight somebody without having to look at them, without obviously being able to see what they're doing and where they're going, then they're going to have to rely on, I don't know, hearing or instincts, and no one is better than obviously helping them in that situation than Deucalion. So it's going to be really exciting. Now, it's interesting to see that Theo again was helping Mason. Yes, okay, they kind of lost in the fight with Aaron, but he saved Mason. He was about to get attacked, he pushed him out of the way. Yes, obviously, Theo was kind of used to track down Quinn, because he dug obviously his claws into him and hurt him, and she was obviously screaming, and he used that as obviously like the locator. But, you know, Mason a few times this episode was mentioning that Theo doesn't actually care. You know, Theo said, maybe I do want to be part of the pack. And he was like, well, to be part of the pack, yeah, you're going to have to care about us, and you don't care about us. And no matter what happens, I'm not going to forgive all the actions that you've done, which I kind of get. You know, like people say forgive, forget. You can always kind of forgive someone, but you're not going to forget. You'll remember all the actions that you've done and bad against you, but you might be able to forgive and move forward, but you could still obviously never forget the bad actions that they've done. But I actually do like Theo this season. Like, I think that he's really helped out. I don't think he's done anything wrong. The way it's going right now, I kind of do feel like he wants to be part of the pack, but it could be absolutely playing me. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he could die in the last few episodes, because it would be like, oh wow, someone has died, but it's not somebody that we're hardcore connected to. So it's going to be, like I said, very interesting to see. But this is 18. We've got 2 more, mate. I can't believe we've watched 98 episodes, and we've got the final 2 to come, which I'm excited about. And like I said, there's still a lot going on. You've got, obviously, the Styles and Derek thing. Is Styles going to come and help save the day here with the Nagitane? You know, who knows? You've got that going around. You've got Gerard and Monroe. They obviously want to take down all of the Supernaturals, but obviously now they're working with this as well. So it's like 2 things going on there. It's crazy. And obviously, like I said, Scott, he's got to figure out a way to take them down. And who would you rather, like, I mean, obviously, if they win, they're going to take down, obviously, this obviously Supernatural here that can kill everyone by looking at them. But I still want Gerard to die. I feel like he's done enough that it warrants a death, but it's also, like, satisfying. You know what I mean? It's not a death that's come out of nowhere. It's like, it's just been a slow build up. Since he's been introduced, he's always been like edging forward to try and take Scott out, always slowly trickling, and then it'd be nice and it'll feel good and it'll just be fitting if Scott could actually take him out. But I don't think Scott would do it himself. I feel like he's going to finish this show clean, like clean some whistle and alpha that does everything the right way. But if someone else takes him out, I'd be all right with that. Maybe Chris, that'd be a perfect ending, actually. Chris taking him out after being on the dark side, Chris to join in the good side. That'll be a perfect way to end. So I can't wait. Obviously, like I said, there's quite a lot of stuff that still needs to go on, and it's going to be exciting. So thanks for clicking on today's episode. Hopefully, guys did enjoy it. If you did, please smash a like. It really helps helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.